All right, welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. My name is Daniel, also known as I Am Skills. And what you all clicking on here, as you can see with the thumbnail, I'm going to be showing you guys a pretty awesome Arc Warlock build that I think you guys should be using for Season 21 of Destiny 2. It's my first time making a build video on this channel, so please bear with me. But if you do enjoy this build, let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment sections below. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. With the brand new season of Destiny 2, we have a main focus on Arc and Strand mods for our seasonal artifact. We're going to go over our subclass fragments as well as the aspects first, and then we'll get into that afterwards. So as you can see, we're on the Stormcaller Warlock subclass. You can either use Chaos Reach, or if you want to use Storm Trance, it's entirely up to you. But these are the current stuff that I'm using. I have the class ability, I have the Healing Rift. For my movement ability, I have Burst Glide. For my melee, I have Chain Lightning. And then for my grenade, I have Post. You don't have to use Post Grenade, but this is just a preference for me. I like using Post Grenade, but you could probably switch it out for maybe Storm Grenade if you feel like you want to do that. For our aspects, we have Electrostatic Mine, as you guys can see with the description on what it does. You definitely want to be using this one because this comes in hand for this build. You definitely also want to be using the Arc Soul because I'll get into that a little bit afterwards. So make sure you have this on as well. For our 4 fragments, we have Spark of Magnitude as our first one, as you guys can see with the description. For our second fragment, we have the Spark of Shock. Your arc grenades jolt targets. You definitely want to have this added as well. For our third fragment, we have the Spark of Amplitude, as you can see with the description on what it does. And for our last fragment, we have the Spark of Beacons. Getting into the artifact mods that we're going to be using, we definitely want to have the authorized mods arc so that we can reduce the cost of arc mods on all of our armor. You definitely want to have the amped up artifact mod equipped as well. So as you guys see with the description, we want to be able to stay amplified a lot longer while we're in our arc subclass. Definitely going to want to have amplified shielding as well so that we have that extra damage resistance when we're amplified. Definitely want to grab your hands on this one right here, as you can see with the description. And then for our last one, we want to get Lightning Strikes twice. I almost forgot, you need the Getaway Artist exotic gauntlets for the Warlock. This exotic makes this build what it is, so definitely have this equipped as well. So with the artifact mods all out of the way, we're going to go over the armor mods. For my helmet, I'm rocking a Rezo mod. Definitely going to want to have Heavy Ammo Finder on here as well as Heavy Ammo Scout. And then for our last mod, we're going to have Arc Siphon. For gauntlets, which is the Getaway Artist, like I said earlier, make sure you have this equipped because this is what makes the build what it is all about. I'm rocking a Rezo mod on this as well as 2 grenade kickstarts. For my chest piece, I have a Recov mod. I'm rocking Harmonic Resistance. We're going to be reducing a lot of arc damage from combatants. You definitely want to have Charged Up as well to increase your armor charge. And then for our last chest piece mod, we're going to have a Arc Resistance, but I would probably replace this with Harmonic Resistance so that we get that reduced energy cost. For my boots, I'm rocking a Recov mod as well as Stacks on Stacks so that we can increase our armor charge stacks a lot more after we grab an Orb of Power. And then I'm rocking Better Already, which means, as you can see with the description, if we pick up an Orb of Power, we regain health. And then I'm rocking Innervation. If we pick up an Orb of Power, we reduce our grenade cooldown each time we pick up one. And then last but not least, we have our bond. I'm rocking a Discipline mod on here. This is a Artifice armor, so I have an extra recovery on that +3. Then I'm rocking 2 bombers as well as powerful action. For the weapon specifically, I would say if you have the Aikilos SMG with this roll right here, this is definitely very good for this build. But if you do not have this, you could also combine this with the Centrifuge exotic auto rifle that was released during this season. Also using the new Pacific Epitaph grenade launcher that comes from the Ghost of the Deep dungeon. I have Demolitionist as well as Pugilist on here. This works super well with this build. We're constantly getting grenades back as well as constantly being amplified for a long time. You almost never run out of being amplified and you're just regenerating a bunch of ability like crazy. And then for the heavy, it doesn't really matter, but I have on the other half sword because I just want to move around very quickly, especially if I'm doing deep dives as well as salvages. Just want to get around the map a little bit more quickly, but it's entirely up to you if you want to use a different weapon. It's all in your choice. This build is overall just fun to use. I've been using it ever since I pretty much made it. I don't know if I'm the first one who created this build, but I was just going off of certain things off the top of my head that I think would go super well when creating a really good Arc Warlock build. This build just turns you into a completely storm-bringing, chaos-controlling god. I don't know what else I could use for that, but this build just makes you into that, and it's just a very overall fun build to use, especially after some of the recent nerfs that came to the Warlock, Starfire Protocol. So then we have this as a replacement, as well as the Sun Bracers build that I Might upload a video on that as well. If you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comments. And with that, that brings us to the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy this build, let me know how you felt about it in the comment section below. And if you please will consider subscribing to this channel for some more Destiny related content. I might end up making some more builds for the other 3 classes, as well as different subclasses between all 3. So let me know if you guys want to see some of that down below in the comments. With that being said, I'll see you all in my next video, whenever that is. Take care.